Hello, it's Miss Dunne from Chadwell St Mary. Today we're going to be looking at active and passive verbs. If you want to join in as we go through the video, you're welcome to, and you can have a pen and some paper to jot down some of your answers. So the first thing I'd like you to just have a little think about is, what are active and passive verbs? Or if I was to say to you, what is the difference between active voice and passive voice? Just have a little think. And if you want to write some notes, that would be great. You can always go back to it and check to see if you're right. So the difference between active and passive voice is that an active voice is an active sentence where the subject performs the action. Okay, so the action will be the verb. Hopefully we should all know what a verb is. To the object. So I'm going to show you an example now of a sentence that is written with an active voice. So the sentence is, the magician pulled a rabbit from the hat. So as you can see, the word magician is the subject. The action, the verb, is obviously pulled. And then the word hat is the object. Okay, so that's an active voice. Okay, that sentence is written in an active voice. Okay, so now we're going to look at the passive voice. So in a passive sentence, the thing that would normally be the object gets turned into the subject through the use of the passive form of the verb. They often include the prepositional phrase starting with by. Okay, so if you see that, obviously that will kind of give you a little bit of a clue as to whether it's written in passive or active. So as you can see, I've got an example there for you. So the plane is boarded by the family. Okay, so it's actually telling you, okay, who boarded the plane. Therefore, it is passive voice. Okay, now this is going to be your opportunity to have a go at some of the examples. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 4 examples there for you. And if you need to go back and look at the definitions that we've just looked at, or the examples, you're more than welcome to. So just pause the video and just rewind it a little bit. And then you can go back and you don't have to do this straight away. Or you just do it in your head. It's up to you. So as you can see, I've got 4 examples there for you. And I've sorted them into 2 separate columns. So we've got active voice and then we've got passive voice. Okay, so the first one is, Isaac threw a ball at the window. So if you think that's written with the active voice, then obviously that's where it will go, and vice versa for passive voice. Second example says, the flowers were grown by my nan. The third example is, Helen practiced her recorder every day. And the last one says, the damage was caused by the storm. So I'll give you a couple of seconds just to have a little look. Go through, sort them, even if you just number them, where they go. And if you want to pause the video, because I'm going to then move on to the answers right now. So if you want to pause it and do that's not a problem at all. So let's go through the answers then. So as you can see, the 2 active voice examples, Isaac and Helen, okay? And then obviously passive voice, it tells you who grew the flowers. It tells you why the damage was caused. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit more sense for you. Okay, now sometimes we will write a sentence using passive voice, or we'll write a sentence using active voice, and we want to be able to change that. Okay, and there is a way that you can change it. Okay, you can definitely change to and from. So you can change your active to passive, or you could change from passive to active if you wanted to. Okay, so again, there's an opportunity for you here to join in, and as you can see, I've got a little pen there for that tells you that you can join in for this bit. So I've got a sentence there. I've used myself as an example. So it says, Miss Dunne ate sandwiches for lunch. So at the moment, is that sentence active or passive? Just have a little think about that. Well done. It is active, and we want to change that sentence to so it's written in a passive voice. Okay, so my example here, sandwiches were eaten by Miss Dunne for lunch. Okay, so it's telling you, it's obviously got my name in there as well. You can see sandwiches were eaten by Miss Dunne for lunch. Okay, now I've got another example for you. Again, you can join if you want to. The sentence, the biscuits are always eaten by my brother. So first of all, have a little think. Is that active? Is that passive? Brilliant. And then we're going to change it. Okay, so we're going to change it. So at the moment it's passive. We're going to change it to active. So my brother always eats the biscuits. Okay, so there we go. We've changed. So it's possible that you could change, and both sentences written there are grammatically correct as well. So there we go. Okay, right. We've come to the end of this short video for you, explaining what active and passive voice is. Hopefully, I've helped you out a little bit if you're stuck. And we're just going to have a quick recap. Okay, we're going to have a quick recap. So if you want to get some pen... get a pen and get some paper, that if you haven't already, then I would recommend doing that, or just jot something down where you can, and let's just see if you have recorded anything from this video. So the first one I've got for you is on the board, sorry, I'm so used to saying on the board, on the video, on your screen, should I say, which sentence is written in the passive voice. So there's 3 examples for there for you. So we've got A, Kira played for the football team. B, the tasty meal was cooked by my mum. And C, my little brother always wakes up early. So if you want to pause the video to give yourself opportunity, because I'm going to go on to the answer right now. So just pause it if you want to give yourself a little time to figure that out. So we're looking for the sentence that's written in the passive voice. Okay, right, moving on to the answer then. As you can see, definitely the B, the middle one. So the tasty meal was cooked by my mum. Okay, it's telling us who cooked the meal. Okay, right. Now, moving on. Next quick recap we're going to do. So, where are the objects in the sentences below? So, if you think back to I think it was the fourth slide, should I say, the fourth picture that you would have seen on the video. It's where we looked at the objects and subjects. So, if you want to quickly go back to that and just recall what we spoke about then, that's fine. So obviously you've got 3 sentences there. What I'd like you to do is have a think if you can find the object within that sentence. Okay, so the first sentence is, I climbed the tallest tree in the park yesterday. So which word is the object? Okay, so if you think it's park, obviously you'll just highlight or underline or write it down. Okay, the second sentence, the class boarded the coach noisily to go on their trip to London. And the last one, we eat our lunch on the field in the summer. So there should be 3 words, if you're joining in, that you need to write down. Okay. And if you're still doing that now, I'd recommend pausing, because I'm about to tell you the answers. And as you can see, there we go. There's the answer. So the first object in the first sentence is tree, and then we've got coach, and then we've got lunch. So today, what we've done is we've looked at active and passive verbs. Okay, hopefully by the end of this now you should know what an active and passive verb, or how we write in an active voice and how we write in a passive voice, and how we can change from both. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions, please make just comment on the video, and hopefully someone will get back to you. We can get back to you. So anyway, thank you very much. Have a nice day, and remember to stay safe. See you later. Bye bye.